the Cisco training online.com. Today I am going to describe the beauty of network address translation. NAT is the awesome way to translate local inside IP addresses into outside IP addresses. Inside IP address usually refers to private IP address, while outside IP address usually means global or public IP address. Well, before going for further discussion, please identify the difference between private and public address. Private IP addresses are LAN IP addresses and they are not routable over internet, while public IP addresses are routable IP addresses over internet and they are globally unique IP address over internet. There are several types of network address translation, but in this video I am going to describe and demonstrate static NAT. Static NAT is the way in which private and public addresses are mapped statically. Means if you have 3 computers in your local area network, means you have 3 private IP addresses, so you have to purchase 3 public IP addresses from your service provider. And for further understanding of this concept, I demonstrate static NATing using this diagram. Here you can see in this scenario there are 2 routers. CTO and service provider. There are 2 computers in local area network, PC0 and PC1. PC0 is configured with 10.1.1.1 and PC1 is configured with 10.1.1.2, and definitely the both are private IP address. So after the configuration of NAT, what will happen that I will translate this 10.1.1.1 into 111.11 and 10.1.1.2 into 1.1.1.12, because these are the private IP addresses and NAT will translate these private IP addresses into this global or public IP address. Here you can see these are the public IP addresses 1.1.1.1 and 1112. They are also configured on the routers, serial interfaces. So what will happen after configuring the static NATing? What will happen that whenever 10.1.1.1 will send traffic to CTO router, this router will translate 10.1.1.1 into 1.1.1.11, and when this service provider router will receive the traffic, that traffic is considered to be sent through 1.1.1.11. means service provider router doesn't know the actual IP address of PC0. So how it is possible that the both private IP addresses will be translated into public IP addresses? So we start configuring this scenario. Here right now we are on CTO router. I configure here IP NAT inside source static 10.1.1.1 into 1.1.1.11 and 10.1.1.2 into 1.1.1.12. And after this I configure interface serial 0/0 and I say IP NAT outside and interface fast Ethernet 0/0, I say IP NAT inside. Means, again we refer to the scenario, you can see here what will happen, that I am configuring outside NAT serial 0/0 when the traffic will go out to this interface serial 0/0. It means IP NAT outside word, and the fast Ethernet interface is configured with IP NAT inside. So now this is the command to identify the NAT table. You can see here that the private IP addresses are being shown through inside local address, and the public IP addresses are being shown here through inside global IP address. And you can see the static mapping, the fixed mapping. 10.1.1 is mapped with 1.1.1.11 and 10.1.1.2 is mapped with 1.1.1.12. So we configured the command here, debug IP NAT. What this command will do, this command will show the single moment activity of NAT. Means whenever a packet will travel through the router will perform NAT, and this debugging will show that translation. So you can see here that I come on this computer. Which computer? I show you. You can see here, this is 10.1.1.1, the PC0, and I ping 1.1.1.2, which is the IP address of service provider router. So when I start ping and I see on the router, you can see here the result of debugging. Means 10.1.1.1 is being translated into 1.1.1.11, and this is the destination. This is the IP address of service provider router. And when the service provider router will reply, it will send traffic to 1.1.1.11, because this router doesn't know the actual IP, the local area network IP of PC0. And the CTO router will retranslate this IP address into 10.1.1.1 using its NAT table. So there are 4 ping packets. So you can see here there are 4 translated packets and their reply. So again we retest using the other terminal. I ping from PC1, so I say ping 1.1.1.2. so you can see here again the result. You can see here that the 10.1.1.2 is being translated into 1.1.1.12 and again retranslated back to 10.1.1.2. So this is static NAT. I hope you'll enjoy this video, and for further videos and further queries, please online to www.ciscotrainingonline.com or Facebook page Cisco Training Online. Thank you.